Now, god damn, this gotta be the most embarrassing video I've seen in a while, and it involves a man by the name of YK Osiris. I'm sure you recognize the name, a singer slash rapper I've made multiple videos on, mostly for the controversy he's been involved in. YK Osiris is the one who a few years back went on that the music industry is evil rant. He's been involved in a lot of different stories and I've covered them all, but aside from that, the one we're going to talk about today gotta be the most embarrassing one. And I really mean it, okay? This is the most embarrassing one by far. And I'm going to break this down so there's no confusion as to why I say that. So this morning I woke up, thank God, had my breakfast, was sipping on my little coffee, and I went on Twitter, right? And I came across a story and video that's currently going viral as we speak. Like I said, it involves YK Osiris and another rapper, a female rapper by the name of Sukihana. By the way, I believe that's how her name is pronounced. If I butchered it, shit, I'm sorry. Before I give you any context on who she is, because I don't really think that should really matter, but it does to some people, I'll play the video I'm talking about. So I want you to check out this video right here and you tell me what you see, and then after that we'll talk about it.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
I'm sure you know what the sirens in the background mean. It means that somebody is about to catch a case. So before we continue the conversation, let's actually digest the video for a second and let's take a look at what's actually going on. So there's 4 people sitting down, 3 of them guys with Sukihana in the middle. All of them are holding microphones and it looks like some kind of panel is going on. Pretty professional setting. They got cameras and all. And then we got YK Osiris himself standing behind Sukihana, rubbing his hands on her shoulders, looking around, smirking, like, oh, watch what I'm about to do. I'm about to do some crazy shit, right? Sukihana looks kind of caught off guard as this is happening. What happens in the next few seconds? YK Osiris decides to pull out the baby about a year ago and tries to literally stick his tongue down her throat. She's resisting and resisting and resisting. And did I say that she was resisting? I mean, she's literally twisting her spine and, you know, pulling all kinds of moves at an attempt to not have YK Osiris' tongue down her throat. He's kind of laughing and then boom, he tries again. Same thing. She's not having it. YK Osiris walks away as he's laughing. This definitely takes the cake for the most embarrassing behavior any rapper has exhibited publicly in 2023. I'm praying to God that no man who's listening to the sound of my voice saw this video and did not see anything wrong with it. If that is you, you hear those sirens? That's in your future, my brother. So this clip is going viral right now. YK Osiris is getting blasted, rightfully so, because what in the world was that? It's always strange to me when I see stuff like this from dudes who got all the money and the fame in the world, but then again, maybe it's not so strange because you can have the biggest bag in the world and still be the biggest lame in the world. Because money don't make the man, it's the man who makes the money. And if you're a lame ass nigga who's in possession of that money, we will see some lame behavior being exhibited. Just a little bit about Sukihana, because who she is comes into play here. Sukihana is a certified freak, according to herself, okay, out of Delaware. I didn't know there were freaks coming out of Delaware, but you know, I'm about to take a visit to Delaware now. I initially heard about her after that one video that went viral a few years back where she was saying that she sold her soul.
I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more.
I believe that was a publicity stunt and obviously it worked because I'd never heard about her up until that point. These days she's a rapper slash internet personality. She's known for having a very sexual image. She puts it at the forefront. I mean, her name on Instagram is literally Suki with the good coochie. So, you know, that's her thing. She a freak, which I can appreciate because that's how I like my women. That aside, as for the response to this story, the amount of guys I've seen justifying the behavior YK Osiris exhibited in this video because of how she chooses to present herself is insane. I mean, at the end of the day, does it really matter? To a lot of dudes, it does, and let me tell you the logic behind this mentality because I'm a guy and I know how certain guys who are more likely to catch a case and be in an orange jumpsuit might think. If she presents herself in this sexual way, well, that must mean that she probably likes having dudes forcing their tongues down her throat, right? See, I'm sure she does, long as it's the right guy and scenario. This was not the right scenario nor the right guy, hence to why YK Osiris tried to force it. And we all know where guys who force themselves on women usually end up, right? First, they get put in cuffs, and then they end up in an orange jumpsuit, and then they end up in a shower somewhere in a penitentiary getting their back blown out. And let's just be clear about that. This is forced. This is not a consensual situation right here. And unless your name is Stevie Wonder, clearly you see it, right? I mean, if you gotta sneak up on a bit from the back like a damn hyena, she not having that kiss, gang. She don't want it. This reminds me of two things. The first one being something that maybe you've witnessed yourself, depending on if you've ever been to the club. Y'all know how niggas do it in the club, right? They spot a thick chick on the dance floor, they come up behind her, start grinding. She's just in the moment, just enjoying herself, probably off a martini or two. And after 30 seconds, she sees the look on her girlfriend's face like, you better turn around. So she decides to turn around, and the look on her face is, I didn't know he looked like that. Another thing this reminds me of is our favorite grown baby, Da Baby. Y'all remember when Da Baby tried to force that kiss on that poor girl? Yeah. Say no more. On a serious note, I really mean it when I say it. This is very, very predatory behavior. I think when it comes to the rap industry, we're already so far gone to the point where stuff like this is deemed okay. And that's the case because we have all this other shit that's normalized in the culture, like promoting being an addict. If promoting addiction, which millions of people, a lot of them kids, die from every single year, is considered the industry standard, you really think a guy exhibiting predatory behavior is gonna faze us? We're already desensitized. And this is another reason why rappers seem to get away with a lot of shit, because things have been so backwards in the culture for such a long time, and the only thing that remotely moves us emotionally is the news of a rapper dying. Even then, people talk about it for a week, and then the following week we're back to the same BS that we started with. So this conversation is actually bigger than just this story right here. I like to focus on a big picture of anything I discuss. So I look at this and I say, what is the behavior that's being exhibited by YK Osiris, and what does it mean for the possible behavioral shift this could cause in, let's say, 14-year-old kid who's a fan of this guy? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want my 9-year-old cousin who tunes into rap and watches my videos to think he can just walk up on little girls on a playground sticking his tongue down their throat. Don't let Uncle Blackie catch you doing something like that. And I would leave it to his father, but unfortunately that nigga is nowhere to be found. He said that he was gonna go to the store, get some milk, and come back, but that nigga left, drank the damn milk, and never came back. All in all, very embarrassing on YK Osiris' end. By the way, I want to make this very clear. Do not get it twisted. This is what sexual assault looks like. And a lot of dudes are gonna say, and are saying, you know, that's how she presents herself. She's getting what she puts out. And to that I say, no one presents anything with the intention of being forced to do something they don't want to do. And by the way, this is unfortunately not the first time Sukihana has been subjected to something similar publicly. As I was doing a little bit of research on the story, I came across this clip from a podcast she was on, and this is also going viral as we speak, and I'll just play the clip and I think it'll speak for itself.
I make that pussy spit, and I know it do. I watched you walk in this motherfucker.
So you can tell by my walk?
I can tell by your walk that pussy spit.
Hey, you a country nigga. Where you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Camden Road to be exact. What's happening with it? Oh yeah, I want to smell your pussy. I want to put my face in your pussy. You say Suki with the good coochie, you know what I'm saying? You be talking about how good that motherfucker smell and all that. We can go to the back and I can come back and give her.
You want to smell my ass?
I might put my tongue down that motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, A1.
But we gonna start with the sniffing though.
You are aggressive.
She love that shit, man. Look at her. She like that old shit.
No, I don't.
You love that shit.
No, I mean after like during sex maybe, but you know, that not right now.
Nah, all that shit you talk. Fuck that. You done met your match. I'm here. What's up?
So listen, hold on.
So, what you saw right there was a grown man telling a woman who looks disgusted to be next to him what he would do to her pussy. I don't know how anyone could watch that clip, look at her body language, listen to the tone of her voice, and not see how inappropriate that was. This once again reiterates the point I was trying to make earlier. Just because she likes it don't mean she's trying to do that shit with you. Just because someone is a food enthusiast doesn't mean that they're trying to have a bite of your damn shitty food. You get what I'm saying? In other words, stop scaring the damn hoes. Clearly that man was not reading the room. He was hyper focused on what he thought he could get, which was ass. All he really did was show all the women who know him that they should never be with him alone without other people being present. Because with that kind of mindset towards sex comes entitlement, and let's just say an orange jumpsuit along with getting your back blown out is probably in your future if you think like this. Anyway, embarrassing isn't even cutting it. Aside from the YK Osiris story, the second clip I played you might be even worse, even though they're both equally as bad. Anyway, any thoughts on this though? I'm curious how you view this entire conversation and story. What do you think about what I had to say? Curious what you have to say, and yeah, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Like the video before you leave, okay? Thank you. Hope you have a good day, and I'm out. Peace.